was glad Joe went because then Noah has one less person he can trust.
That's actually very true. But unfortunately, the thing is, I really do enjoy Joe as a player. I'm
so
and I had like the biggest beef Joe before, and I really loved him this round.
The only thing that was honestly keeping me from voting for Anna was like, I can't vote for her. I feel bad. Like, I can't fucking look at her in the face on Zoom and tell her that I didn't vote for her with her fucking ice pack on her fucking face. Like, I'm like,
sorry, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I don't want to seem like a heartless bitch. I really didn't feel that bad voting her out while she's like fucked up.
How are you, Anna?
I'm afraid I have dry socket. I don't know yet. I got a black eye this morning. I just woke up with a black eye inside of my face.
I felt a little precarious given my recent surgery and just being on the chopping block in the last round. But, you know, I'm still here. I want to be here, so let's play.
Fight!
Congratulations once again on making it to the final 7.
I'm afraid that this is going to be the end of my game. I lost some serious allies last round. I really don't know who's on my side at this point, and frankly, it's not looking good for me.
As you know, today is day 27. We're going to go right into this round. Tonight's theme is high roller or safe bet.
I am not a gambling woman, so I'm really nervous about this round.
I love gambling. Some may say that I have a gambling problem. I won $400 once in Atlantic City, and then I lost it almost immediately.
Tonight, you will all compete in a 5-part competition in which the winner will earn safety not only for themselves, but for one other person as well. So this is how each round of the game is going to work. I will first present you with a fight or flight choice, high roller or safe bet. Then you will compete in a mini game or challenge for that round. The winner of the challenge will remain anonymous and will get to eliminate a player from this game. And in doing so, will steal all the money that they have accrued at that point in the competition. This will continue until there are only 2 players left. And then the person with the most money of that final 2 will be the winner and will get to pick someone else to be safe with them.
Anthony tells us that it's high roller or safe bet.
This competition is a 5-part competition.
And essentially, we're each going to be given fake money to use in this challenge.
We need to accumulate the most money by the end of this game.
At the end of each mini round, the winner gets to choose one player to eliminate, and then they also get to steal that player's money.
And whoever's left standing at the end gets safety for themselves and for one other person.
We're going to go into our first round.
Knowing that there's going to be a lot of people knocking people out individually, I'm not feeling great about making it to the end here.
It's really important to me to win this competition because I haven't really proven myself in any kind of competition way so far in this entire game, and I really want to prove myself in that area.
I think that there's a really big target on my back, and it hasn't been possible to vote me out, so I also don't know how bad people want to vote me out just because they haven't been able to. So I'm just trying to keep that going, stay in the dark, maintain safety for another week.
I want to win safety because I want to actually win something. I haven't won anything in this competition, and I feel like I'm kind of not floating by, but I definitely feel like I am not accomplishing what I set out to accomplish.
The theme of this first round is charity, and in the nature of charity, I'm going to give each of you $100, but you cannot keep it for yourself. You will have to secretly choose one person you are giving your $100 to.
We're starting off with $100 each, but we can't keep the $100, so we have to give it to someone else.
Please private message me the person you want to give your money to.
I picked CJ. She did not seem like an obvious person that I would like pick off the bat.
I'm gonna give my 100 to Andy just in case, no one gives anything to her.
I give it to Andres. My reasoning behind that is because he's a very neutral player.
I decide to give mine to Noah because I'm pretty sure no one else is going to give theirs to Noah.
I'll pass it to somebody that I don't think is necessarily going to get a ton of money. I'm going to send it to Claire.
I choose to give my $100 to Andres.
Obviously, the person who gets the most money at the end of this wins. So I want to give my money to somebody who is most likely to keep me safe should they win. So I give my money to Andy.
I got $200. So feeling popular, feeling loved.
I was surprised when I ended up with 200, which meant that 2 people sent me their money. I think it was probably Anna and Noah, but I really can't be sure.
I get $100, which is more than I'm expecting.
So I end up with $100, so I know at least one person gave me their money, so that feels really good. I wish it was more because it would give me a better advantage in this round, but I'm grateful to at least have something.
I have absolutely no fucking clue who gave me $100, but one person did. That was very nice of them. Thank you to that anonymous person.
Girl, why did nobody give money to me? I'm clocking y'all. Y'all don't want to see me win? You don't want to give me money? Nothing. And I see you?
I was surprised people didn't give me money.
This first round's competition will be a collective word unscramble. What does that mean? The object of this game is that you have to be the first person to decipher a 9-letter word unscramble. The twist is each of you will only be given 1 letter of that 9-letter word. That being said, to obtain letters of the word scramble, you will need to work collaboratively to get the pieces you need to solve it. As there are only 7 of you, and this is a 9-letter word, that leaves 2 extra letters, which brings us to our first fight or flight choice. You can choose the high roller option to get 2 letters in exchange for $100, or you can decline this offer by sticking to your 1 letter, and in return, you will also receive an additional $100. Your decision either way will be kept a secret.
I immediately decide that I'm going to use my $100 and risk it all to get the extra letters.
I then proceed to ask for an extra letter.
My only chance is to take the fight on this and try to spend my $100 for an extra letter.
I decide to go for the fight option and spend $100.
As somebody who ultimately had $0, I could not pursue the fight option, so I did pursue flight, and I gained $100.
Unfortunately, I was not one of the first to select this option, so I did not get the extra letter.
I missed the buzzer. I do not get an extra letter.
So we have to work together because we don't know what the other letters are unless we talk to other players and they reveal their letters. So it kind of requires a lot of strategy.
So I'm just gonna tell you my letter because I don't give a fuck and I know I'm gonna flop this. It's K.
Only 2 people get the fight option for this round, and I'm one of the people, so I get 2 letters. I get the letters C and K. Mine is C. I only reveal to them that I have the letter C, just because I'd like to keep that extra letter to myself, just in case it helps.
Mine is A. So we have ACK.
And my brain is just saying ack, ack, ack.
Oh, mine is saying cat, cat, cat.
So I hear this challenge is going to be A, a word unscramble, which is something that I'm already terrible at, and B, a social word unscramble. And I know that I'm talking to maybe 2 people in this group, so I'm not feeling great about being able to put all these letters together.
I immediately meet with Claire and Noah.
The only way to win this round is to give and share information, because if you don't have all the letters, you can't guess.
I get the letter L.
I have letter B.
The 3 letters that we can put together from the 3 of us are J, B, and L. The only 9-letter word that comes to mind is jambalaya. I finally send that in after going through Jubilee, 7 words, Jamboree, 8 letters, jambalaya, 9 letters. I send it in. Definitely not the word.
So now all I have are consonants for a 9-letter word, and I have no idea what it could possibly be.
I'm like, where the fuck are the vowels? So I hop out of that call, get into a call with my girls. What's
My
my letter? I have a B.
My letter is K.
Mine is C.
Mine is A.
So that's
No.
back.
Backwards. It's backwards.
A K and a C. What's going on here? Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. I think I know what it is. Oh my god, it's blackjack. The answer is blackjack. Yeah, I got it.
Right in front of us. Claire figured it out. That was iconic. That was so fast.
Welcome back. Somebody correctly figured out the scrambled word, which was blackjack. They have already selected who they would like to remove from the game and therefore steal all that person's money. The person eliminated from the game is Noah. I'm sorry, Noah, but you've been eliminated. You can turn your video off now. You're gonna watch the rest of the competition unfold and you will not be allowed to speak with anyone during this time.
Because I'm in the call with all the girls, I have to choose basically Andres or Noah. And I choose Noah. And Noah gets out and I get all his cash.
The theme of this round is bribery, in which we will all answer the question, can you be bought off? You can compete in this next competition for a chance to steal a player's money and $100 extra. Or you can go with the safe bet and spend $200 for automatic safety in this round, but you must sit out from competing in the round. It will only go to the first to claim on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go. So it seems like no one could be bought off. So let's make it only $100.
Once Anthony sweetens the deal and makes it only 100, I decide to go for safe bets because I'm pretty sure if they got rid of Noah the last round, then I'm naturally the next one.
The person who will not be competing is Andres. This next game is going to just be a simple round of blackjack. So one at a time, you're going to enter the Zoom to compete. The goal of the game is to get as close to 21 without going over. You will start with 2 cards and decide if you want another card or if you want to stay. The person with the highest score without busting will win. Aces can be a 1 or an 11, and any face card, a king, jack, queen, is a 10.
Going into blackjack, I'm really not much of a card game player, but I'm like, listen, I'm not taking this very seriously, and I believe that God is here with me tonight.
You started with the jack. You started with a 6. That is a total of 16. Do you want to stay or hit?
After I see my first 2 cards, I'm like, okay, let me hit. Let's see.
Hit.
That is a 20.
Stay.
Great.
I've never actually played blackjack. I think maybe once, but like years ago, so I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
You have a 4 and a queen, which is a total of 14.
I want to hit. And I don't win because I go over.
So I had an 8 and an 8.
So you have a total of 16.
Go big or go bust.
Hit.
Boom.
And I'm feeling pretty good about it going into the game just because, you know, it's something I'm familiar with.
A 9 and a 5.
The 2 cards that I'm given add up to 14, and I immediately groan because, you know, about half the deck will put you over 21 and half the deck will keep you under or at 21. So I was nervous, but I decided to hit because 14 is also way too low of a number to compete with something anyone else might get. I'm gonna hit. And I'm over. I am so frustrated and disappointed about it, but I am hopeful that, you know, whoever does win won't want to try to knock me out in this next one.
Your cards are a 2 and a 7. Do you want to hit?
Hit me!
I get a 19, you know, not great.
Congratulations, you won the round.
Whoa! Alright!
Who do you want to eliminate?
In all honesty, it wasn't a very hard decision for me.
The next person eliminated from the game is Anna.
Who eliminated me?
I'm a little surprised that Anna's eliminated. It makes me wonder who won that round. I know that Jasmine was kind of gunning for her to be eliminated in the last round, so I'm thinking maybe she won.
So now that Noah and Anna are eliminated and I no longer have the safe bet, I'm not feeling great about my chances. I'm pretty sure I'm probably next.
Welcome to the 3rd round of High Roller Safe Bet. This round's theme is bounty, and here's how it'll work. Each of you will randomly be assigned a target. You can choose to fight by campaigning to get that person out, eliminating that player, and earning you not only that person's money, but also an additional $300. Or you can choose to flight, sparing your target and helping vote out someone else.
Okay, did you win the last round?
Ultimately, I did, yes.
I thought you did. She's really gunning for Anna lately.
I feel like I look like such a psychopath, constantly going after her. She's icing her face. I have CJ as a target. Ultimately, I just came here to conspire with you. I don't know necessarily yet if I truly want to try to target her.
Who do you want out?
I guess Andres, if I really have to pick of the four.
Okay, so he's my bounty.
I don't want CJ out. I would rather try to go with that. I want to help Claire get Andres out and get further in this, so let's go for that.
You are my bounty, but I don't even want to win this because then I'll just be the main target next round. I decide for my strategy that when I talk to her, I'm just going to tell her because I don't think there's any way I can convince everyone to vote for Andy anyways.
Claire's my target. I don't know if
that's a great target. She has money. I tried to turn it onto Claire because she got rid of Noah the first round and I thought that was kind of sus.
Yeah, so how would you feel voting her out next?
Absolutely fine.
Okay, cool.
I think, if you can convince CJ and Jasmine, definitely I'm in. I think that's the smartest move anyways because she has money. She seems convinced by that argument.
There's some people campaigning against you, just letting you know.
I learned that I'm Claire's bounty, but that's just going to give Claire more money. So, I mean, you guys can do that, but I don't think I have much sway.
I'm sold on campaigning against Claire. I don't feel like eliminating anyone else because it just doesn't feel fair. Claire has a lot of power. She's a really great player. Why not take her out now? So I think you, me, and CJ can totally do it. I think I can get Jasmine on board as well. So I actually have Claire, and everyone's kind of feeling Claire out. So
everyone being you and CJ and Andres.
Yeah.
At this point, Andy already has gotten the votes to get Claire out. Would you flip on that to get Andres out?
Unfortunately, no.
Andy was very much no, I want to get Claire out. And that's obvious because that helps Andy's game.
As much as I love Claire, I think these are two solid votes. So I feel that I can maybe get her out. Sorry. You really wanted to eliminate Andres with Claire, but I was I already have 2 votes on my side, so I think we should eliminate Claire.
Andy is still really on this anti-Claire vibe. CJ, I also have you. Which was CJ has me, so pretty quickly we're not pursuing either of those routes.
You can see when we were in the Zoom, I can see in his face that he was like, the numbers are against me.
Yeah.
I'm talking to CJ and Jasmine, and they both are saying that they're going to vote for Andres. Okay, he's my bounty, so I don't want to push him because it benefits me, but I think that's the best thing to do.
So I guess Andres it is then? We have the votes?
Yeah, even just on this call. I do tell her that I'm going to vote out Andres, which is my own little switcheroo.
I'm kind of still sold on voting Claire out. I don't know how you feel.
Did you talk to Andres?
Yes, he said that he would vote Claire out too.
Have you talked to Jasmine?
I don't know. I haven't spoken. She was like, oh, we want to vote Andres out. And I'm like, oh, well, we're all trying to vote Claire out. So.
Yeah. Jasmine is kind of on the fence about it, which raises my eyebrow a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to put in the chat that we're voting Claire. She's been winning a lot in this competition, and I don't think that she really needs to win this next one.
The votes are in, and the person eliminated is Claire.
My assumption is that Andy had my name, but I'm not sure. So that was too bad, and someone won all my money, which was even sadder.
At the end of the round, the winner will be decided by the person who has the most money. So if I'm right now at $0, even if I make it to the final round, I won't beat whoever might have even $100. So I'm definitely nervous, but going into the next round, I am resolved to win something.
Round 4's theme is bail, and here's how it'll work. Similarly to the first day of this competition with quick math, you can decide to go for 4 points for the win, or you can bail for safety by being the first person to trade in win 2 points. Only the first person with 2 points will be able to claim safety. Anyone else who claims it after the fact must stop competing, but will not receive safety. So let's go into what the competition is. Each round, I will show you unrelated words that when sounded out become phrases. Each round, the first person to send me the correct answer will get a point before we move on to the next one. If a minute goes by and no one gets it, we will move on to the next one.
We are given seemingly random words, but when you say them out loud and kind of quickly, they resemble phrases.
And we have to sound it out to figure out what it actually is saying.
I have no fucking idea what this is. We shy worth hard? We shall work hard? I don't know.
Why Shy Worth Hare? Why Shy Worth Hare? Why should I work here?
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
So when I see this, I immediately say it out loud. Wish I were there. Wish I were there. Okay, wish I was there. Instantly. Yes, okay. I'm off to a good start.
I ham with stupid. I am with stupid. I am with stupid.
I am with stupid.
I ham with stupid. I am with stupid. Okay.
Boom. Got him.
When it train sip oars?
When it trains, sip oars. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours.
When it trains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. Boom. And I get the point. Okay, yes, I am moving along. 2 points, let's go.
I finally figure out what this game is on the third string of words, and I realize I need to be a lot faster with this, but I've already missed the first two, and so I'm probably screwed out of this game already.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Boom. And I got it. Okay, 3 points. I just need one more point to win.
I'm not going to be able to go for that 4. Then my new goal becomes, all right, at least try to get the 2.
See Yule Hater.
See you later. See you later. See you later. I got that one. I had to get that one. I typed that so fast. I've gotten my 2 points, and I really quickly message Anthony like, hey, I want to go for safety.
Fooled forth halt.
Fooled for thought. Food for thought. I won. I finally won something. Oh, I'm so excited.
And we have a winner. The person eliminated is Andres. I'm sorry, Andres, but you have been eliminated.
Predictable.
I figure if Andy or Jasmine win, I'll definitely be guaranteed safety. So I eliminate Andres.
So you have made it to the final round of this game. The theme of this round is the stock market, and here's how it'll work. We will start this round with a double or nothing wheel. You can choose to invest any amount of your money. If it lands on double, that money will double. If it lands on nothing, you will lose the money you bet.
With this stock market crash, we have the opportunity to bet on the amount of money we have. We could bet the whole amount and potentially it could double, or we could walk away with nothing.
I am nervous, but I definitely want to win. So I decide that I'm going to bet double and hope for the best. I haven't had great luck with wheels so far, but I'm hoping for a change of luck.
So I put $250 just in case, because if I don't get anything, it's not too bad. But if I get something, then that's like $500. So that would also look really good.
So anyone who bets, you will get double the money. This final competition is called Stock Market Crash, and here's how it'll work. I will show an image that contains 3 players' faces, each of which has something related in the game that is tying them together. In order to save your stock in this game, you'll need to be the first to privately message me the correct similarity.
Kelly and Owen, I could have tried to get some similarities, but Anna being in the mix here is throwing me off.
I feel like it has to do with maybe some elimination stuff, but Anna is not eliminated yet, so I don't know.
I am feeling really, really stressed about this because I'm definitely at a disadvantage compared to the other players just because I did miss rounds when I was gone. So I'm a little bit nervous that whatever the similarity is, I might be missing some crucial information to know what it is.
My first guess is they have powers because I know Anna and Callie had powers. Maybe Owen has a power.
I'm going to give you all a hint. Day 1 and day 25.
Callie and Owen had a tie vote, and this past week we had a tie vote.
On day 1, Callie and Owen both had a tied vote. And I know that on day 25, Anna and Joe had a tied vote. So I put my guess that they all have in common that they had tied vote.
I get the feedback, you need to be more specific. Like, what could I be more specific about?
What could it be? Like, what could be more specific than a tied vote? So I'm thinking, and we're given another hint.
There's a reason there's only 3 faces on here, and the 4th face is not Joe.
They all survived their tied votes. I went home for Owen and Callie.
Neither Callie nor Owen went home that first time, and Anna is the one who sent Joe home the last time.
And we have a winner. And that person decided to eliminate Andy. I'm sorry, Andy, you've been eliminated.
I was kind of bitter.
Jasmine and CJ, it comes down to the 2 of you. The person with more money and the winner of this challenge is Jasmine. Congratulations, Jasmine.
I'm so excited. Like, yes, I won. I know you were not anticipating this because this is this girl who just rides on her relationships. But, you know, there's something up here, isn't there?
I'm so disappointed that I didn't win this competition. I really, really wanted to, and I was so close. I was only second, so it's really frustrating, but, I'm glad that Jasmine won because I figure she now has the power to keep someone else safe in this competition, and I'm really hoping it's going to be me.
I know Jasmine's gonna choose me, so.
Yeah, me neither. I feel like you might be on the outs of that group now. Once I find out that Jasmine gets to pick someone else to be safe, I kind of just assume it's going to be Andy or CJ.
But I think CJ or Andy is safe.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just not even trying. I am in too much pain.
Oh no. I do not campaign for myself. I know that there's no chance anyways.
I want to use this opportunity of being able to give safety to someone to potentially forge a stronger connection with maybe somebody who I haven't quite had the opportunity to do that with. How are each of you feeling about your safety in the game right now?
Since we were the last 3, I think it's really important that we just kind of gauge where Jasmine is.
I've been up for elimination a couple of times, so more than a couple of times if you count when I went home.
CJ is not only hoping that I'm going to give her the safety, but in some way expecting it a little. My perception right now is that you're not target.
Oh, CJ, I think you're going to be safe. I don't think anyone's going to vote you out. And I'm kind of getting tired of hearing that from people.
I'm not going to choose Noah, and I don't think I'm going to choose Anna because she has the power. It's between the rest of you guys who I have been working with. I only have safety for one person. Like, it's going to be 5 people up. If anyone wants to campaign for, like, who really feels like they need the safety and whatnot, I want to hear it.
I'm more interested in why you have such a large group of people that you would give safety to. I'm a little bit surprised that Jasmine wants everyone to plead their case for safety. I definitely thought that she was a little bit more set in her alliances and maybe she would be going between me or Andy. If I would have won, I definitely would have done that for her. So I'm definitely just kind of questioning where our alliance stands at this point.
I'm not saying I have a large group of people I would give safety to. I'm saying that, like, I could be convinced depending on, like, what, you know what I'm saying? We're at a point in the game where it's like, yes, we're working together, but it's also about individual game. It's becoming really clear to me that with this game, you have to look out for yourself. And yes, alliances and relationships do help you, but thinking on a group level is not really helpful for individual game. And I'm trying to think about my individual game right now. I don't want to, like, put you in danger, but also it's only one person whose safety I can guarantee, and either it's going to be helping them or helping me and them. So that's just how I'm thinking about this.
If I'm in the block with other people that I know I can vote with, like, I'll vote in a block against Anna or Noah at this point. And so yeah, I'm fine with not being saved. It's fine. I personally don't vouch for my safety too much because I feel like I might have a good chance. I feel like, honestly, give it to CJ. Give her a break. Like, she's been through it. I kind of pushed Jasmine to save CJ because CJ just seems really exhausted of being on the elimination block.
Like, my inclination from the moment I won was to pick you because I don't know how you would fare. From the beginning, I had been thinking about using the safety if I won it to strengthen my relationship with Claire.
Okay, this is what I can offer you. I do not think I'm long in this game. I'm rooting for you, genuinely. I will help. I'll help campaign the jury. But the longer I stay in, I think the longer we can get some of those other targets that it seems like you're interested in getting out. And so I promise you, if you save me now, I'll vote for you at the end. And I'll work with you. So that's all I can give you, but no hard feelings if you've already promised someone else or you don't think it'd be good for your game.
She probably is feeling in the hot seat right now, and maybe I can use this as a way to show her, I really want to work with you. I'll protect you right now. I mean, my other inclination would be to, like, choose CJ for safety, but at the same time, like, they tried to make me feel bad for it in the group, and I was just talking to her and Andy, and they tried to make me feel bad for it, like, oh, give it to CJ for the safety. But, like, dude, if CJ's in that group, she's not getting voted out.
It's a thing of, like, just do, like, the easy thing, because CJ's not a target anyway, and just see what happens. Or you can, like, use the power. And I think that saving, like, me or Andres, that would be, like, using the power. But if it's gonna blow shit up with CJ and Andy, maybe you shouldn't. So I don't know. It's your choice. I'm still not sure if I can trust Jasmine and if she's actually going to do what she said she was going to do.
Jasmine, congratulations again for winning the High Roller Safe Bet Challenge. You will now get to decide one person to keep safe. Who will that person be?
As I'm in front of the whole group about to announce my choice, there is part of me that is still feeling like I don't quite know. It's dangerous for me to choose Claire because my allies are going to think that I'm drawing away from them and that they can't trust me, and this at the third. This is not an easy decision. I know I have a lot of power here with how few of us are left, and I think the following is what's best. I'm going to save Claire tonight. I could tell on people's faces that it was not anticipated by a lot of folks.
CJ and Andy are staring icicles through the screen. I think I definitely would have gone tonight if she hadn't saved me. I'm fucking stoked. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it for her. I feel like she made a deal with the devil, me being the devil, but it's good for my game.
Claire, you are safe. Jasmine and Claire cannot be voted for this round.
I know the kind of player that Jasmine is, and at the end of the day, she's a self-preservationist, and she knows that Claire wins a lot of things, and she wants to have someone who has that kind of power by her side. So I'm not just letting this go. I definitely will be keeping this in mind, and it's making me want to set my sights on Claire a little bit more.
Everyone else is fair game for elimination.
I can't believe she did that. I'm actually really surprised. What are you guys thinking for this vote?
I feel like a big target here. I'm personally pretty fucking nervous. The other person that anyone is even thinking about is Anna, just knowing that she has a power.
She seems to be the other person that people are kind of considering for elimination. She was in the bottom this round. She was in the bottom last round. We know she has a power, so we kind of want to try to flush that power out.
But I'm also getting a little nervous because, Claire, I'm going to have to bring something up with you. I know that you're the person that threw my name out in the first round here.
Oh yeah, I put you out in the first round, yes. Noah immediately confronts me about the fact that I pushed him out of the 5 rounds, but it just wasn't that serious. I didn't realize he was feeling so sus of me, but that's cool. I was in a video call with all of the girls.
Yeah, I figured that was what happened.
If I hadn't been, if it had been us 3, if I talked to them first, I would have done one of them. It was just like, they literally were there when I figured it out. And so, yeah.
Whatever. At this point, I'm still fighting for my ass here.
There are 7 people left, right?
There are 7, yeah.
Yeah, so we're 3 people here. So if we vote in a block and pull in one more person,
I'll vote with anybody that's not myself.
But you need to figure out who. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to go with the flow on this one. I'm going to see what people are saying and make my decision.
Coming off of Jasmine's decision to keep Claire safe, I'm super frustrated because I feel like I am constantly being put in this position of, you're always going to be safe, so don't worry about it. No one's going to vote you out. And I know that as we get further in this competition and we start to dwindle, at some point, I'm going to be the person that people are gunning for to go home.
I know that you don't like it. I know it doesn't feel good, and I'm sorry for it. I feel confidently enough that you are not one that will be targeted right now. And I just don't.
I have a really tough feeling that the conversation we had about Tegan is going to get had about me. Just because of the amount of times that I'm like everyone's like, oh yeah, CJ will be fine. It's like, all right, for how long? I recognize that this is a competition and that I have to start looking out for myself as we, start to dwindle, because at some point somebody in our alliance is going to have to go home, and I just need to make sure that it's not me.
That's valid. I'm not going to try to change your mind because I know that that's what happened to Tegan. I think it is a little different now. There are real alliances here at play, and like Tegan didn't have those in place and was way more middling the fence.
Okay.
I'm really not feeling good about how my whole safety choice went. I'm kind of getting from you right now is that this switches, if you feel like I switched up on you and therefore this is switched up now.
No, I don't feel like you switched up on me. I'm just like aware of the fact that there are fewer and fewer people happening.
That's fair, but I don't want you to think that way. I still think there's a fair shot at it.
I have to.
Then look, I get why you should be on your toes for that. Like I agree. Like you should be fighting that much harder because of that reason, because that very well, you're right. What I mean to say is like you're someone who I want in the final four with me. I want to continue to play this game with you. And what I did tonight was not at all like intentionally to keep you feeling like around this idea of how you think you might go out. And I'm sorry that I contributed to that. I know I did. And I just wanted to let you know where I was coming from, and that's all. And so
We're good.
Okay. All right. Well, before we go, is there any way you're feeling about the others? Do we want to just try to go for Noah, or?
I feel like that's like the predictable choice. Like it's right. We've knocked off the rest of his alliance one by one. I think he also is aware that he has pretty much no one except for whatever communications he has with Andres. Noah is kind of the last of his alliance left. We've kind of picked them off one by one. So it's a pretty obvious vote. I'm feeling pretty comfortable that, everyone's going to want to vote Noah out. So yeah,
I'm talking to Anna, and she's having a hard time talking back because her recent wisdom teeth surgery is making it hard for her.
I'm going to gather everyone in the call and say, wouldn't it be iconic if you just voted me out unanimously and I voted myself out too? I'm honestly not sure if I can continue in this competition at a full capacity.
Anna says, okay, can everyone come into the ladies chat? No one does, because that whole relationship is very quickly deteriorating and we're all really suspicious of each other.
I feel fucking awful and I don't even want to save my own ass. Someone please vote me out.
Oh, really? She has this huge ass ice pack pressed against her just ever growing puffier face, and basically says that she cannot continue on. We can do that if you're being serious.
I am.
She could have just done that last week and then Joe would have been here. Also, we know that she has a power that's just basically going to waste. Okay, do you want me to spread the word?
Yeah, go off.
Are you going to vote for yourself?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, then we have the numbers, I think. I'm sorry, that's horrible. That's not the way you should go, dude.
She's willing to spread the word, and I think it makes everyone's decision easier.
Hi. So I just talked to your girl, Anna, and she wants to go.
Yeah, I think she wants to go. I think she's in a lot of pain right now. This is tough because I think that it would be best for my game if Andy or CJ went home, but I don't know that we can really swing it that way. Would you rather see her stay and someone else go? Should we try to convince her to stay?
I don't know how you're honestly feeling at this point in the game. Do you have a target?
I feel like I am one of the next on the block, so...
Yeah, so that's how I was feeling during that thing. It felt like that's, the order it's gonna go. Is,
Yeah, that did feel like
and,
the order.
They literally, told me to my face that they were gonna vote for you, and then obviously they blindsided me, which is totally cool. I've obviously blindsided people too, but it's oh yeah, they're probably just gonna do that as soon as possible. That's why I'm well, I kind of feel like we should break up Jasmine, CJ, and Andy.
I think that that's smart for everyone left in this game, is to try and break them up. To my surprise, even after working out this deal with Jasmine, she seems to still want to get rid of possibly CJ or Andy to still break up that voting block, even though it seems like Claire is a part of it.
Let's say we're gonna vote out CJ or something. Who are we gonna flip? Like, I guess then that's a way we could use Anna, but she's not. I don't know if she'd be willing to. You're probably the only person who could convince her to do that.
I'm a little confused, but definitely still willing to work with Claire if it helps my game. Should we talk to Anna, the two of us?
Yeah, let's try it. Andres and I very quickly try and see if we can somehow get her to stay one more round and just help us flip a vote before she goes.
Can we convince you to stay in this game, or do you just wanna go?
Right now, my mouth is on fire. I think if we need to put someone on the chopping block, because I know it gets harder with every week, it should be my name, and you should deeply consider it, and I would not hold it against you.
She's not interested.
All right, well, fair enough.
Okay, what if you leaving now, you're like our last possible number against like Jasmine, CJ, and Andy, and they're gonna start picking us off one by one. So I'm just telling you. But I don't want you to stay if it's actually gonna ruin your fucking life.
Andres and I had been working pretty closely recently, and he didn't want to see me go because it kind of puts him more at risk as we get further down the line. I feel bad, but it is the best choice. It potentially might.
Okay. No worries. It was worth a shot.
Anna tells everyone else that she actually is kind of suffering with this like wisdom tooth situation, so she's like absolutely fine with like being up for elimination. So that kind of makes things easier.
I didn't even know if she was really being serious, if this was some kind of like plot. But as time went on, it just became increasingly clear like she was serious.
How's it going?
I'm feeling pretty doomed. I'm certainly feeling extremely nervous moving into this elimination. I'm obviously like a very big target here. I have like a few people, but unless we can get at least one more person, I don't really think we have the vote in my favor. So I don't know what you're thinking. I kind of launch into a like, hey, here's kind of my thought is like, I don't know where you're playing. Anna is someone who has a power. I do know that she has that power. So to me, it feels logical knowing that that's there to kind of try to kick that into gear, but also that's me coming from my side of things. She ultimately says, oh, so you haven't gotten the memo of what we all just talked about.
Anna wants to do a self-elimination vibe. She is in a lot of pain and just with the post-op situation is not having the best time. And she seems very sure of wanting this. So ultimately, the conversation we were about to have, I don't think even has to be.
Okay, well, I'm glad I just yelled a bunch of things at you. Well, thank you for passing that information. I'm obviously thrilled for the opportunity to actually keep going in this game. Cool. Well, thank you for having this chat with me. I'm glad we finally now day 28, we finally looped back in. After this decision's made, I talk with Jasmine a little bit more. I've been having a blast playing this with you. I'm happy to stick around for the last however long you're willing to keep my ass here.
I also hope that you will want to continue to keep me, although I have a feeling it's just going to be getting less and less.
It's going to get messy real quick. I feel like I've actually kind of reopened some communication channels with these people that I hadn't spoken to.
Have you heard the news?
I have heard the news. You called me earlier at the same time as Jasmine did, and I think you guys had all just gotten off your thing. So Anna is the vote, yes, just to confirm.
Noah is given a second chance in this competition. So he and I chat and, we reiterate that I'm keeping in mind, what's going on with Jasmine and Claire. So I let Noah know that, hey, that bridge that we, talked about before, it can still stand.
I want you to know that I'm still thinking about you.
Yes, that's also why I called you, because I wanted you to know that I'm also thinking of you. If I can ever, use him to help get Claire out, that would be great. We'll revisit this next round. We don't have to revisit it now, but next round.
Yeah, I'm now feeling like I actually have options in this game for the first time in I can't tell you how many days.
A big reason why I've been a threat in this game is because I was gifted this power very early on. And honestly, despite me potentially leaving this round, I don't want to see the power go to waste. I think it would be best used by Andres.
There is a silver lining because she offers to give me her power that she hasn't used yet.
So I've decided to transfer my power to Andres because I think he would use it wisely.
That's a huge plus for me. I can use it as leverage over some other people who might want to be in alliance with me. And I think this positions me really well for the rest of this game. Congratulations, you have won the power of the Fight Pass. Should you be eliminated from the game, this pass will give you the opportunity to fight the elimination decision by giving you the chance to battle anyone in the round who doesn't have safety. This power is only able to be used up until Final Four. And I can also give this power to someone else who is eliminated.
Jasmine and Claire, you are both safe, so congratulations again. How are you feeling knowing you have safety this round?
It's nice to be a winner and be safe, but it truly gives me not many guarantees at all for what's to come next. So still on the edge of my seat.
You know, CJ and Andy, you were in that top 3. You were pretty close to winning, but you didn't quite get the safety. How are you two feeling tonight?
First and foremost, I would like to thank you for rubbing it in. I was really close to winning, and truly just, a few dollars, the richer player won, which metaphor for life. Am I right? I was this close to the win, and I need to get one. I'm kind of itching for it now.
So as I said, only Jasmine and Claire are safe tonight. That leaves the other 5 of you vulnerable. Is anyone worried it may be them tonight?
I feel like I'm in control of my own destiny, which I don't think many other people could have said in this game. I'm not worried, but I know that I'm on the chopping block.
Okay, do tell.
I have said some words, and I'm hoping these wonderful friends of mine will potentially see it through for their own benefit.
Does anyone want to explain that? Say more on it?
I just want to say kindly that, Anna, you really don't have to talk anymore. I just feel so bad every time. Because that little ice pack, save your breath, girl.
You're silent.
Okay, we got your back.
So let me just jump in here. If I'm putting this together correctly, it's a concern over Anna's wisdom tooth.
I think we have a medevac situation.
Got you. So Anna, would that mean you're volunteering to leave because you don't think medically that you can continue?
Yes, Anthony, that is true. I offered my name up there hoping that the good players of this game would take that upon themselves to write in so they can advance forward. So we'll see. I did have a little bit of paranoia that some people would want to keep me around in order to advance their own game. Ultimately, I think these final 6 that I'm with are well-rounded and kind individuals, and they're compassionate, and I think they will do what's right at the end.
Great. How's everyone feeling about this?
A tiny bit wish you maybe said something a little earlier, Anna, but hey, I guess you made this easy for us. I feel sad that this is how it's happening, but I respect your wishes.
Okay, this seems like an overly nice group, and maybe it isn't overly
Here, no, I'll
nice
say
group.
something. It's a bummer you're leaving. First of all, because we're close, but also because I think that things might have gotten rather messy if you hadn't.
And speak more on that. Does anyone want to speak more on that?
I'll say
You go ahead, Claire. You go first.
You're saying that we're nice, and I think it's not going to get nice soon. I think we've all been pretty close during this game, maybe in different ways, and it seems like some of the votes were almost obvious, and I just think there's going to come a point where maybe I won't be the only one who is told to their face in front of everyone else that they're disliked.
So any chance there's an undercurrent below this facade of, Anna's out of here?
Look,
does it seem like...
I'm going to say it. I can't say that it hasn't crossed my mind. I know I'm not necessarily been a favorite. There have been talks. There's always talking. So I can't say that I'm not a little nervous that everyone's like, oh, this is what's going to happen. And then all of a sudden we're going to have 6 votes for my name. I can't say the thought hasn't crossed my mind. I'm nervous.
I really do think it was going to get ugly if it weren't for this. I'm also really, really sad, Anna, that this is the way that you go because you are fab, but also I don't want you to be
choice.
I don't want you to be in any pain. It's not there,
Great. So I guess the question in my head is how to move forward from here, because this is obviously pretty unprecedented. Anna, it seems like, you're trying to remove yourself from the game. You may not be able to continue this physically. Do we need to go to a vote, or is it a unanimous decision that Anna cannot continue in this competition? She is medically unable to.
She's been such a champ and such a trooper up to this point in the competition. And, I think that the least we can do, as her fellow competitors is give her the grace of getting to leave the competition while she still feels good about it.
I mean, maybe this is a fight or flight choice tonight of do we want to fight with a vote or is Anna just going to flight? So it's up to you all. Do we want to go to a vote or is everyone comfortable just saying here right now, Anna can't continue, Anna needs to leave?
Wait, I can't make that choice for myself.
I think it needs to be unanimous.
Okay.
I think it's unanimous.
It feels pretty
Anna needs to leave. Sorry.
So in fight or flight history, on this Zoom, we have our first medical evacuation of the series. We don't need to go to a vote then. Anna, you put up a good fight, but it's time for you to fight the competition.
It's not standard, and it's a little strange and kind of somber, honestly, because it's not how anybody wanted to see this game go. Like, we're so close to the end now that it sucks that this ended up happening this way. And so I guess I'm so glad to still be here, but it almost feels like I cheated or something.
I will now give you the floor to say what you need to say before you exit.
I truly did not want to leave, but my teeth are on fire. So I thought it was best because I don't think right now, and maybe in the next couple days, I can play a capable game and be against you lovely people. Andres, CJ, my gay and my girl, love you too. Actually, I love all of you guys, but I'm just gonna point them out because they're gorgeous and have been honest and kind to me throughout this whole run. There has been talk that there is like a cohort of women who have been convening in the game. That was true. I will not say who it is, but I don't know. Look that up yourself. Okay, that's it. Y'all are beautiful. Bye-bye. This has been a ball. The final 7 that I'm with shaped up to be a great group, and I can't wait to see who makes it at the end. I'm looking forward to Deliberation Day.
It was so great meeting you in this game. I think you played incredibly, incredibly well. I'm so sorry to see you go this way, frankly. You deserved to keep moving in this game, and I'm not gonna take this for granted.
Gone too soon. I really wanted the chance to vote you out, but if you were just gonna get medevaced, I mean, that's chill too. I wish you the best. You've convinced me to never get my wisdom teeth out.
Anna, I'm so sorry that this is the way you had to leave. I hope you're feeling better. You put up a really good game. You're really lovely. I'm really sorry you had to leave this way.
Bye, Anna. I love you so much. I really wish we could have played together more. You were an incredible player, and you were such a champ playing through all of your pain.
I've really enjoyed playing this game with you. You are a sick player, and get your ass better so we can properly get your ass out next time.
Thank you so much for this power. I never asked you for it, and I never asked you to use it on me, but you offered both to me, and I'm extremely grateful to that. I hope that I can use it for something, for a good game move going forward.
So congratulations, you are at the end of this game.
So I'm in Final 6 somehow. Very grateful, very excited, very terrified because things are definitely going to get messier.
We are, at the final stretch of this competition. I am strategizing and, looking at my alliances so far and seeing kind of what I'm going to do.
A week from tomorrow, there will be a winner.
I'm feeling really good about my chances. I can really see the end of this game.
Any of you can win this game. It is up for grabs.
I just keep saying there's a reason I'm still here, and I'm going to do what I can to make this second chance worth something.
Again, we'll need to not only get to the end, you will need to prove that you are a worthy winner.
Really, honest to God, I feel very strongly that I could beat everybody that's left. And I also feel like everybody that's left could pull one on me and beat me too, because they're all really strong. So I think that these next couple rounds are really going to dictate what that conversation with the jury looks like.
I think as we get closer to the end, it's getting easier for me to stay here. Everyone else, it's in your best interest to vote your friends out so that they're on the jury and they vote for you to win.
Time is running out. Do what you need to.
I deserve to win this competition. I came into this competition as an underdog. I was the first person eliminated, brought back, and now I have fought my way to Final Six.
I came into this game kind of planning to coast under the radar for as long as I could, but pretty immediately I got thrown out in the open.
The three of you were the top foes.
Once I found out that I wasn't necessarily liked, I decided to flip my game and use that to my advantage. All right, you think I'm the enemy? I'll play like the enemy.
Ever since I flipped the vote on Sebastian, and then I lied to Matt's little beautiful face, and then I single-handedly eliminated Sarah, I stabbed Tegan in the heart.
I don't like you at all.
I have controlled a lot of this game, and through winning competitions, I've kept the heat off of my back so that people who didn't like me were forced to work with me.
As a first-time player, I feel that it's really, really impressive that among seasoned players, I've made it this far. I've been like kind of a strong player in that sense, maybe an underdog because I feel like everyone else has just had a lot of experience with this kind of stuff.
I know that to a lot of people, a social game like mine can look like coasting. I don't think it's coasting because not all of you girls did it, because not all of you can do it. I did it because I can do it, which is probably making me less likable. However, I wasn't trying to be likable. I've been trying to win.
I think I've had a really good social game. And I've also been on the right side of every single vote, except for one accidental hiccup early in the game with Matt. But it was fine because it still went my way. I have had my name thrown out there kind of randomly and aggressively.
Like I want to vote for you.
I think we should vote for Andres.
And I've survived really hard votes, including on my birthday. And I think that's just a testament to my good relationships in this game.
As I have lost ally after ally after ally, I have continued to somehow have numbers in powerful places. I have not been sent home yet.
I have played so hard in this game and come so close to winning so many times that it's inevitable that I'm going to win more things. I might as well win the whole competition at this point.
I've started off with being saved so many times. I chose flight immediately.
I'm going to save Owen, Joe, and Andy.
Andy and Sarah, congratulations. You are both safe.
My strategy comes from having a very close alliance with one or two people and strategizing on how we can talk to different people and like go back to like home base. I feel like I've been honest but very sneaky at the same time, and that's like really benefited me.
I've played a little sneaky, I've hurt some feelings, I've lied a little bit, I've acted unchristian, but ultimately I do think that I was a big part of the direction of this game, and if I get to the end, I think it's going to be difficult to deny that a lot of big moves came directly from me and people knew that they did.
Sure, maybe I've pissed some people off on the jury, but I think at the end of the day, they'll see that I made the best moves for my game.
I'm really confident that I can win this game because I have what it takes. I have a strong social game. I'm smart. I showed you bitches that I'm capable of competing and leaving y'all in the dust.
At this point, I have nothing to lose. I'm ready to just charge through these last 4 or 5 competitors to make sure that I am somewhere in the end with someone I think I at least have a chance against.
I think I have a pretty good plan going forward. I think that I need to really lock down my alliance with Claire and Noah again. I'm really going to pitch them hard because I think the three of us have the best chance of winning this game against each other.
People like me. People love me, okay? If I get to the final 2, I know that I will be able to get enough votes from the jury to win.
I can do it all. So be on your toes because I'm coming for you.
Full on, I am rooting for Andres and CJ at the end. I'd love to see one of them at the end. And honestly, I think at the end of the day, I'm going to vote for the most honest player.